Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're diving straight into something absolutely mind-bending from a new text called the A2A revolution. And the central claim here? It's huge. It argues that the AI agent economy isn't just going to tweak traditional tech platforms, it's going to completely dismantle them. Think about the absolute giants of our digital age, right? Google, Amazon, Booking.com. They've built these massive empires by being the ultimate middlemen, essentially organizing the internet for us. But what actually happens when we don't need a middleman anymore? What happens when AI talks directly to AI? That is the agent-to-agent or A2A revolution. Let's explore exactly how this source argues the platform economy as we know it might literally be on the brink of collapse.
Section 1. The day platforms disappear.
Okay, let's dive into this. To really grasp the magnitude of this shift, let's just paint a picture of a very near future. Say a random Thursday morning in the late 2020s. Imagine you're a busy executive in Tokyo. You're rushing between meetings, and you realize, oh wow, I have an unexpected business trip next week. Now, you don't sit down at your desk, you don't pull out your phone and start frantically swiping through apps. Instead, you simply speak this exact prompt to your personal AI agent. 2 nights in Kyoto starting next Wednesday. Budget around $50,000 per night. I need a quiet hotel suitable for work, preferably with a sauna. Travel by Shinkansen. That's it. One simple, natural sentence containing all of your intent.
Boom! Just a few seconds later, your AI agent responds with this. A luxury hotel near Ike Street has been reserved, perfectly within your budget at $48,000 a night. Your preferred firm pillow, requested, and your round-trip Shinkansen tickets are secured. It even snagged you the Mount Fuji view seats. Plus, the whole thing is synchronized seamlessly with your calendar. The entire transaction is completed perfectly. But here's the totally mind-bending part. Throughout this entire process, you never opened a single app. Not one. You never visited Booking.com or Expedia or Google Travel. You didn't have to scroll through misleading hotel photos or, get stressed out by those little pop-ups telling you, hurry, 3 people are looking at this room right now.
So the absolutely crucial point is this number right here, 0. At that exact moment, when you booked your multi-thousand-dollar trip, nobody viewed Booking.com's website. Its page views for that transaction were effectively 0. Its clicks were 0. And the text points out that this is the inciting incident of the platform collapse. When AI agents eliminate the friction of searching and connect us directly with the outcomes we actually want, those intermediary platforms are just entirely bypassed.
Section 2. Our digital slave labor.
Now, to understand why this frictionless future is so inevitable, we really have to snap back to the present day and take a hard, honest look at the friction we currently accept as totally normal. Think about the sheer exhaustion of what we do today just to book a simple trip. First, you have to choose your destination and mentally calculate your budget. Step 2, you're opening multiple online travel agencies just to start searching. Step 3, you painstakingly compare locations, room sizes, cancellation policies across a dozen different tabs? Step 4, you spend hours reading reviews, trying to guess which ones are real and which ones are totally fake. And finally, Step 5, you manually type in your payment and personal details yet again. This isn't just a process, it's labor. It's unpaid cognitive labor that we perform every single day on behalf of these platforms.
And what's truly fascinating is how this problem is grounded in classic economic theory. Nobel Prize-winning economist Herbert A. Simon coined this concept called bounded rationality. It's a fancy term, but it basically just means human cognitive capacity is strictly limited. We can only process so much information before our brains are just utterly fried. Platforms like Booking.com and Amazon actually built their massive empires by exploiting these very cognitive limits. They aggregate everything into one place for convenience, but then they intentionally overwhelm us with choices.
They overwhelm us because they literally want to keep us trapped in a digital cage. Look, in the attention economy, your attention is the product. The longer you stay on their site scrolling and comparing, the more ads they can show you, and the more they can upsell you. But from our perspective, this is a hidden tax. It's a massive cognitive cost. Those 2 hours you just spent finding a hotel, that is 2 hours of your finite life completely gone. The true power of AI, and the text draws on concepts from economists like Ajay Agrawal here, is drastically reducing the cost of prediction. Once an AI knows your habits, your schedule, and your preferences, it predicts exactly what you want, instantly eliminating that hidden tax entirely.
Section 3. Stripping away the UI. Let's look at the actual technological mechanics of how AI agents will bypass these massive multi-billion-dollar platforms. Historically, an aggregator like Booking.com generated its immense value and justified charging hotels massive 10 to 20% commissions based on 3 main pillars:
First, they dominated customer acquisition by spending billions on search ads. Second, they aggregated a massive global supply of hotel rooms. And third, they built trust through standardized reviews. This made them the ultimate gatekeeper. But this entire fortress is built on one fatal, potentially outdated assumption: the assumption that humans will always be the ones doing the searching, clicking, and browsing.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core disconnect. Think about human behavior for a second. It's driven by searching, clicking, browsing, and, let's be honest, being influenced by pretty colors and clever marketing copy. But compare that to AI agent behavior. AI agents do not click on banner ads. They do not care about a beautifully designed website logo. They are cold, instant, and incredibly efficient. They only care about raw data, real-time availability, exact room specifications, and verified pricing.
When your AI agent goes to book that hotel in Kyoto, it's not looking at a beautiful website. It is literally just looking at raw, structured data. Through APIs or new data sharing standards like the Model Context Protocol, the AI communicates directly with the hotel's database, machine to machine. To an AI, million-dollar branding, fancy promotional videos, and carefully crafted user interfaces, they are just unnecessary bytes getting in the way of the data. The traditional functions of a platform, standardizing information and matching buyers to sellers, are now just native capabilities of large language models.
Section 4. Death of the Aggregator.
This isn't just about travel, guys. The implications here are absolutely massive. Several major industries are facing structural collapse. Take recruitment platforms. Instead of humans endlessly scrolling job boards, career AI agents will negotiate directly with corporate hiring systems to perfectly match talent to opportunity. Or e-commerce. Household AI agents will just monitor what you need and buy directly from manufacturers, making sponsored product listings entirely useless. And think about real estate or insurance comparison sites. These businesses exist solely to fix information asymmetry. Once AI eliminates that asymmetry by instantly comparing all data everywhere, the economic foundation of these aggregators weakens dramatically.
Section 5. The waiting room trap.
This leads us to the real climax of the argument, completely challenging the core defensive strategies that business leaders rely on today. For years, digital strategy was all about building moats, things like dominating SEO rankings, designing addictive app interfaces, leveraging network effects, and creating mechanisms for user lock-in. But the source argues that in a frictionless A2A marketplace, these former competitive advantages are actually going to flip. They will become incredibly expensive liabilities. If a business model relies on keeping users locked in a closed ecosystem, an AI agent that demands open data will simply route right around it to find a more direct, cheaper path to the supplier.
There's a quote from the text that perfectly summarizes the paradigm shift we are witnessing right now. AI is becoming the platform itself. It is consuming the web, applications, and intermediary business models. So many executives are making the mistake of viewing AI as just another cool application or feature running on top of their existing platform. That perspective is dangerously outdated. AI isn't sitting on top of the intermediary, it is replacing the intermediary entirely.
And that brings us to our final, most provocative thought, a question that every digital business really needs to answer right now. Does your company possess a genuine source of value that an AI agent will actually seek out directly? Or are you merely operating a waiting room created by the old inefficiencies of human search? Truly think about that as we close out today's explainer. Because if you're just a waiting room, the AI agents are about to walk right past you. Thank you so much for joining me to unpack this incredible shift, and I'll see you in the next one.